If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business. Most companies don't have.
We are TFR. Truth Frequency Radio.
Coming to you live and direct from the phantom shores of the ghostly Hudson River. Yes, my name is Rock Castaldo, and I'm here live on Truth Frequency Network, and I have come to awaken the dormant particles that are spiraling inside your DNA. So come with me as we go further down the spiral of life. Inside the Eye of Ra, each and every week we unveil the different shades of you, the different shades of me, until we are vibrating that truth frequency. It's 222 2020 222. What's up, everybody? How's it going tonight? If you're listening to us on the Truth Frequency Radio Network or iHeartRadio or Paranormal Radio apps, wherever you are embedded in the Matrix, welcome. You are inside the Eye of Ra, and this is the Truth Frequency Radio Network. It is Saturday night, and tonight, joining us in a little while, my guest for the second time here on my show will be the Sun-Yogi, UmaSankar. He'll be live in India, and I know it'll be about 8 o'clock our time in the East when he's on, but it'll be probably like 6:30 in the morning in India. I think they're like 12 and a half hours ahead of us. And we got a big fight tonight, too, in the heavyweight, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, too. I don't know if anybody's going to be watching that, but it's an interesting mix of humans that are clashing tonight. And, we talk about all sorts of topics here on Truth Frequency, but never really talk about martial arts or boxing or things like that. If people have heard my story, little that people know that I have been involved with kickboxing or some sort of martial art or wrestling since I'm 11 years old, and I'm in my 40s. I'll be 42 this year, so that's almost 30 years of combat sports experience that I have. So I still do watch it. And, there's a interesting element of spirituality in martial arts. I know people think it's just two guys slugging it out. And, boxing is more, I guess, sort of like a gentleman's agreement for a fight, because it's like you're fighting, but there's a lot of rules. You can't kick nobody, you can't knee nobody, you can't hit below the belt, like here you can't hit me here, you can't hit me there. So it's almost like an agreement to see who's better at just slugging with the hands and who's in and out. But I started doing kickboxing at 13 after doing karate for 2 years. And I realized that when I was basically your family or whoever's paying for the lessons or whoever's giving you lessons, you're kind of paying just to get your belts. You don't really have no hand experience and boxing experience in a real fight. It doesn't really help you. So once I realized that, then I kind of switched to kickboxing, and kickboxing is more like a real fight. Where you're using your legs, your feet, your knees, and I was in Muay Thai for many years, and I had 2 fights that was considered pro fights, because you're not wearing first of all, you get paid, and you're not wearing shin guards or headset anymore, the head protection. So I never had any amateur fights like that. I went straight to just taking 2 pro fights after I trained for many years and did a camp in Thailand. So it's very it's very different when you go into Muay Thai than boxing. But heavyweight boxing has always been an interest to me, especially since the 90s. Um, 90s we had Tyson and all those guys, Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, all those exciting heavyweights, and finally, I think that's why everybody's so excited again, because there's like a heavyweight division like before now. That's like people are actually having, between Anthony Joshua and all these guys, there's some big dudes that aren't afraid to slug it out. Heavyweight division really slacked for a while with the Klitschko's and all that, so. It's going to be exciting if you guys want to watch that tonight later on. I think it is on pay-per-view, but there's ways to watch it as well. You can find ways to watch it online. But tonight, I'm pretty sure our guest won't be watching boxing, but it's going to be very interesting. First of all, before we get started tonight, let me give you guys my website. My website, if you're just finding me today, or if this is the first time you're hearing me, we are at themysticalspiral.com. I do readings. I have crystals available for people, tensor tools, all of that available at my website, information. I also have a Patreon at patreon.com/themysticalspiral. Also check out ayalife.com. That's Chris and Sherry Geo's website. And tonight, UmaSankar is our guest, and he is the Sun-Yogi. And you can find his work and his books on Amazon. He has the autobiography of a Sun-Yogi. And he has his own website as well. I think I have it written down. I have it in this book in front of me too. I'll get it out in a second. I think it's Sunyogi. I don't have it exactly yet. I'll get it in a minute for you guys, but he'll be on in a little bit. He was on a few weeks ago, about a month ago, on my show. I don't know if you guys heard the first time he was on, but it was a really interesting show. This guy is a sun yoga. He has his own practice of sun yoga, where he feeds off the sun. And for a long period of time, for like 6 years at one time, he basically didn't eat, barely slept, and just fed from the sun. But it's interesting because he said he wasn't advancing spiritually during that time. Once he learned how to eat the right and small amounts again and balance that part, he was misusing that ancient yogi ability to be able to do that. He was misusing it in a way, and he wasn't advancing spiritually. So he has a very interesting story, because he just went and walked the streets of India and ended up in the Himalayas. And he has very many stories of people trying to perform black magic on him in temples and all sorts of things that he encountered, especially when he was in the Himalayas. And he reports that he spoke to the immortal Babaji in the caves of the Himalayas. And so he has a lot of interesting things to talk about us. And before he comes on, I want to really get into some interesting stuff. I mean, people, if you're not feeling it out there, especially me as being an empath, and I'm going through a lot of clearing, a lot of things out that I'm picking up and over the years and feeling. I mean, the psychic collective out there is exploding right now. You can feel it in the air. You could feel it all around us. And it's not about being talking about doom and gloom. It's not about promoting end times or anything like that. It's talking about what's taking place on our planet, and everybody can feel it here. And we have to start using music and creativity and our true abilities, instead of using spiritual warfare to counteract what's happening on our planet. People are resorting to spiritual warfare to counteract what's happening. I mean, it's pretty obvious that there's biological warfare taking place on our planet. I mean, it doesn't. And I'm going to be doing, actually, my friend Masaki Miyagawa is going to be joining me in the next few days. We're going to be doing a remote viewing of the coronavirus and certain things about that, because I was doing little private things about it, and then all of a sudden I've been feeling really ill afterwards, and just picking up on that psychic collective and the horrors that are taking place all over humanity is truly it's hard to get over that. People are numbing themselves with all doom and gloom. I mean, people are numbing themselves, so they don't focus on all the doom and gloom. But if we don't focus on all this stuff that's taking place, there's no way we're gonna ever be able to overcome it. And it doesn't take an intuitive or a psychic to the Sun-Yogi just contacted me. He'll be ready in 20 minutes. He's ready now, but we're gonna put him on the break. It doesn't take an intuitive to be able to see what's taking place. I mean, China all of a sudden was the biggest superpower with distributing everything on our planet, and basically we're in so much debt to them. It's ridiculous. We can never get out of that debt unless China gets taken down financially. And how is the way to take them down financially? Is through somehow getting all their businesses shut down and their export import through biological warfare. And like I said, I don't think it takes a psychic or intuitive to look too hard to see that if something like this takes place, it takes away our debt, and they have this to deal with. And I do feel what comes to me is that this was deliberately designed to specifically attack the Asian DNA more aggressively. And I truly believe that. I mean, you could even go online. I don't know if it's called CRISPR or something like that. I mean, you could go online and buy genetic things to be able to splice dogs, and be able to do dog mixing breeds. So imagine what the highest level of our scientists can do with DNA manipulation and being able to target specific DNA with certain things, and I do feel that this has led to spiritual warfare on our planet many times, and it's not just a one-off. I mean, let's talk about this for a second. I do feel that China has been making moves to also take out Donald Trump in different ways, or possibly take out our presidents or our superpowers, or our elites. Recently, I forget the guy's name now. Let me look it up. But recently there was somebody that was in Louisiana that basically bought Donald Trump's hair on Craigslist for $25,000 or something like that, and it was like this African American gentleman from down south. I think it's Louisiana, and he first of all, and he has like all tattoos on his face. There's not like an inch on his face that doesn't have a tattoo. And hold on, I'm trying to find this guy's name. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this guy's I mean, oh wait, hold on. I mean, first of all, how does somebody that even have $25,000 to be spending on a lock of Donald Trump's hair? Especially this guy. He kind of looks like he's known as a local voodoo practitioner in Louisiana. I mean, maybe he does have $25,000 just to spend on it. But it seems like he was funded by somebody to perform some sort of act. And if he was going to control Donald Trump with some sort of voodoo doll type action or some sort of obia or voodoo practice. And this reminds me, if people don't realize, this is not the first time this has supposedly happened in history. That's why Donald Trump and all of them are taking this so serious, and because they've arrested this guy, he can face up to life in prison, I think, or 90 years or something like that in prison. And of course, they're claiming it's just his religion, and it has nothing to do with criminal act. It's just him practicing his religion. But this is not the first time. I mean, supposedly, I don't, see, most of us weren't born then, but if there's some older listeners right now, I mean, I was born in the 70s, but it wasn't JFK's time. But supposedly, it was voodoo that made all the uh, little moments in time to align the right way for JFK to get his brains spilled on his wife. And this was by the Papa Doc. I mean, I knew about this even when I was a younger kid. Uh, Haiti's dictator, president, slash president, was the Francois Duvalier, I think his real name was, and this was the Papa Doc. This is like the name of a high voodoo priest, or the Papa Loy. This is a voodoo high priest. This was the guy's nickname, Francois Duvalier, who was the Haitian dictator, this president type guy. I mean, his nickname was Papa Doc, and in various voodoo or voodoo. This is a West African type word that means basically spirit or God. It's all over Haiti and the Caribbean, and it's sort of a mixture of Roman Catholicism and Santeria. It's or even like the native Loa, and a mixture of like Catholic saints and the Loa, and a lot of places throughout South America, the West Indies, they go by all different names like Macumba. There's a whole bunch of different names but also in West African and the Caribbean, Haiti, they have what they call Obia. And Obia is an ancestor of what is the modern day voodoo. It's older, and it comes from it comes from the name Obi. Obi is where it's derived from, and Obi was a snake god, and it literally means spirit of evil. And it's a Obi was their snake god, and there was a lot of West African, all types of African slaves that were taken to different islands like Santo Domingo, and when they did this, they brought their voodoo or Obia with them, and all those religions with them, and these were sacrificial rites too. A lot of this stuff. This was a lot of blood sacrifice of animals. Goats, chickens, all types of stuff, and sometimes even young people like girls or boys, a young boy or girl, someone pure. And this is, this happens all over, not just in the Caribbean and West Africa, but all over, even, it took place all over South America, and it caused an imbalance on our planet because now it's the reason why our ecosystem and everything is killing itself, because like it caused an imbalance after having a blood sacrifice to certain elements on this planet, and then a majority of the people stop doing what they used to do and no longer believe. It causes an imbalance, and then nature screams for it again, and it manifests in different ways, and different things happen. And I know, like even in the Indians and the natives of Ecuador, they sacrificed humans and took out the hearts of men just to harvest their fields, like to sow their fields and to plant seeds and everything. They would plant seeds with the blood, and the blood of people, and this happened, even in Mexico, they do this. This is the Pawnee Indians, all of them would sacrifice humans, and then in the spring when they sowed their fields, they would put the blood down, and and this is crazy stuff. But this supposedly was why, I don't want to get too far off track, but this supposedly was why JFK was killed. Now, JFK, he basically, if people haven't heard, I know people heard the story of the mob killed him, this killed him. Well, it could have been a dark force that made all of those people subconsciously, all the the sort of mysterious forces of nature made everything click the right way, and then these people went out and killed him. But it could have been the dark forces of the Obia that sort of primed it, and fed the fire, the gasoline for it all to ignite, and when the United States had totally stopped and cut complete aid off to Haiti, it was this guy was the head of Haiti at the time, Papa Doc Duvalier, and JFK, and the United States, they completely cut off Haiti to aid, and it was supposedly it went against certain policies, and Papa Doc Duvalier supposedly, as he even admitted to, later on in life, that he put a curse on not just President Kennedy, but the whole Kennedy clan. And, since then, there's been many Kennedys that were assassinated, got in plane crashes. There's been some sort of seemingly curse, almost like the Bruce Lee family. Just about when they're about to make stardom, they get assassinated or killed, or some sort of death befalls them. And this happened with JFK, his brother RFK, right? It happened with I think one of the other Kennedys, got into a plane crash in the 90s or whatever it was. Look at Bruce Lee. Just when he was about to make it famous, like real famous with Enter the Dragon, and just when he was about to becoming a worldwide name, he's taken out. And the same thing with his son Brandon Lee. Just when he was about to make that big movie The Crow, and people were really going to get to know him, boom, he's killed right on set. Somehow they left a real primer in a blank in a bullet that had a real live primer in it, and he's killed on set in the looking down the barrel of this gun scene, where he's literally looking down the barrel of a gun and he's shot with a bullet in the head. I mean, how does that happen on a Hollywood set? How is that the most craziest thing you've ever come on. I mean, that is intense that can happen in a Hollywood film. The guy gets shot in the head on a Hollywood film. I mean, and supposedly this guy Papa Doc Duvalier, he put a curse on the Kennedy clan. And one thing about voodoo is that it's a complete way of life religion. I mean, from a young age, if people are brought up in it, this was you're communicating with spirits at a very, very young age. You're put into trances, clairvoyance sessions, all sorts of possessions. People are beating drums like tom-toms, opening up the forces through ritual prayers, and all of these things taking place. And a child is indoctrinated, in a very intense way into voodoo from very birth, and it's like it's a way of making a fear-faith combination that leads to murder, and it leads to manipulation by psychic blackmail. They use potions and the fear of potions for psychic blackmail, and it's so prevalent that even nowadays mentally ill people are being abducted from the streets because of this. Mentally ill people. See, zombies is a topic in the Caribbean and Haiti. Now, it's true and it's untrue in a way. It's definitely true that this was happening. They were taking the poison of pufferfish, and they were taking a certain Caribbean tree that has this sap and this fruit on it that paralyzes people and kills them. It could make them almost appear dead, and it puts them almost like in a comatose state. So they combine this tree that's banned in a lot of the Caribbean, but they have it running wild near the water in Haiti and different places, but it's banned in most of the Caribbean. They have this tree combined with the pufferfish and other elements to make the body stink like a corpse, to make the body appear dead. And a sorcerer will tell somebody, "Oh, you have treasure on your land, but if you drink this potion, the spirits that guard that treasure will go away, and you'll be able to find the treasure." So the idiots will drink the friggin' potion, or that's just an example, but that's some of the things that they use. So the guy will drink the potion, but it's really a combination of this mixture that will make you fall into a coma and appear dead, and no breath, and the body starts to stink even. So people think it's corrupted with sorcery. It smells. They get it in the ground as fast as possible. Then a couple hours later, the sorcerer goes back at nighttime and digs the guy up just when he's about to wake up in the coffin, scratching alive. And the guy comes back with his brain deprived of oxygen and in a weird state because of the poison that he took. And it basically seems like he's soulless, and he's kept as a servant with the sorcerer. Now, this happened a few times in the past, where now the whole population believes that. And if somebody's wandering in a village that's really mentally ill and lost, some people claim them, saying, "Oh, that looks like my dead sister who died 12 years ago, and she's back from the dead. She must be a zombie." And they'll take this poor mentally ill person who has nothing to do with that guy, and they'll be using him. And they found in certain places that they actually were abducting the mentally ill and claiming them as zombies, where they had no DNA relation to the person that claimed them, and they were just a lost mentally ill person from another village. So they're basically abducting mentally ill and saying they're zombies. There's one documentary with this guy Wilford was they kept him in wooden shackles at somebody's house all day as a prisoner, basically. But we're going to be going to break, and we can pick it up another time. We're going to be coming back with UmaSankar, the Sun-Yogi, live from India. So don't go anywhere. You're inside the Eye of Ra. Spiral out.
You are now tuned into the truth frequency.
Your protection from deception. TLR.
Truth Frequency Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here inside the Eye of Ra, and this is the Truth Frequency Radio Network. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our lovely guest, who's joining us for the second time here on Truth Frequency Radio Network, is UmaSankar, the Sun-Yogi, live from India. And it's very early in the morning there. I'm very happy and honored to have him here once again with us tonight. And if you guys haven't checked out UmaSankar the Sun-Yogi, you could find him at sunyoga.info, and you can also find his book on Amazon, Autobiography of a Sun-Yogi. And if you haven't heard our last show, you're going to be in for a treat. Last time he went through a lot of what got him into Sun Yoga, and some of the things that he encountered, like the immortal Babaji in the Himalayas. And what's very interesting is that he even talks about how when he wasn't eating, how he wasn't really progressing spiritually, and he realized that, eating and balancing everything is more important, and he's a very important man on the planet and has been through some of the things that even some of the old saints have been through. And it's truly a great moment to be able to spare some time for us and to join us tonight. And I'm honored to have him on again. And I want to welcome to the radio Mr. UmaSankar, the Sun-Yogi. Welcome, buddy. Hello. You might be on mute. Let me see if he's still with us. Hold on. Hey, there you go. I think I hear you now. You there? Hello. we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. I think I hear music or something.
Welcome. Thank you.
Hey, sir, how's it going?
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Namaste.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me, sir? Maybe I should try calling him back. I think it's the connection. Guys, let me disconnect with him, and then I'll try to call him back.
Hello.
Are you with me? Hey, sir. UmaSankar. Swamiji. I think your connection is
Yes.
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 Here-
Namaste.
Yes, how's it going, buddy? Thank you for joining us once again.
Yeah. Namaste.
How are you?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm fine. How is everybody in our American family?
Oh, we're doing
Yeah,
good.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you too well.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Now I can hear you better.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you a little bit better now. Yeah. So, how's it going? How's it going? It's early in the
Hello?
morning there. Yes, I hear you.
Better?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello. Let me try calling you back. Let me try. Hold on.
And
Am I live? Can you guys hear me on the radio? Let me know if you guys can hear me out there in the chat room. All right, cool. Let me try to call him back. Thank you, Bam. I mean, guys, just give us a moment. I think he's all the way in India, so I think there was like a kind of a disruption with the connection. Let me try to get him back. Let me see if he's I couldn't hear him clear at all. Let me see if I can get him now. I'm adding him right now. So yeah, I mean, I could really relate to this guy's life. I mean, even if you guys aren't into Hindu Veda, the fact that he gave up being a scientist and gave up everything to go walk the world and experience and explore his spiritual life and what he encountered, I can totally identify with. And I do find it very interesting to talk about some of the things he encountered and some of the visions he's had for our future. Oh, we're calling him right now. Let's see if he answers. Hello. Swamiji. Yes, my brother. Can you hear me?
yeah,
Oh, see there, it's better now. How's it going?
yes, going on very well. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Can you
Thank
hear me
for-
now?
Thank you for it's so much better now. I couldn't hear you at all before.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so
okay.
much. So thank you for spending time with us again tonight. I really appreciate it, and I'm very honored to be talking to you once again.
Nice, nice.
So what I really wanted to have you back on to talk about a few things tonight. One of them is your World Peace Conference that's coming up as well. And before we get into that, though, I'd really wanted to pick your brain on a few things that, I read your autobiography of a Sun-Yogi. I read your book, and I was really blown away by a lot of the things that you've encountered and you've gone through. And I would love to be able to speak to you about some of these things and share them with our American public, because I really feel that are what the Catholics would call a saint. There's certain abilities that you've achieved through your spiritual mission, certain things that you've encountered, and certain abilities. I do feel that you've on your way to, like, what others would call saints when they pass and they move on to another realm. And I would really like to talk about some of these things tonight. And
Okay.
one of these things, Swamiji, is for some reason my whole life I've had visions of a certain step well that I believe is in Benares, India.
Yes.
And I know that and I'm a musician, so I
Yeah.
feel that I'm
Oh,
connected to
okay.
I feel like that I was connected to Benares. So I would love to hear your experiences with Benares, India, and if you know if the well of Sheshna or if some sort of sacred well there that you've ever visited, or if you've had some experiences in Benares that you can share with us.
Yes, I'll do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So go ahead, sir.
Yes.
So would you be able to share with us some experiences that you've had in Benares and your experiences with that area?
Yeah. Which area?
Benares.
Benares. No?
Yes.
Okay.
It's now called something else, of course, but
Yes, Kasi, and now
yes.
it's talking Kasi or something. Yeah. And Benares, when I've been there several times, and the Benares is a great place for that, where river Ganges is flowing. That is the most important part, because river Ganges is a holy river which is bringing the water from the mountain, from that top of the mountain, and this water is why we used to the holy, because this water is so pure, and there will be no insect in the water. Means when we can keep on that water, it can be stay long time, but there will be no uh, create germs inside the water. And so Benares is another so many great saint. They has been developed their the ashrams and their sadhanas. One of the very great saint is called that Trailanga Swami. Trailanga Swami. He was a very great saint, and he was staying on the cave and beside the river, and did sadhana long time. And there is a one big temple called the Kasi Vishwanath. Vishwanath temple means Shiva temple, and people used to think that Trailanga Swami was a alive Shiva, living Shiva, walking Shiva. So that was the very great place. And Benares, the temple nagar is also there. Means so the Annapurna temple, but Vishwanath temple, and which is the holy for the spiritual pilgrimage. And other side, spiritual pilgrimage is lots of ashrams are there. Shankaracharya's ashrams is there, and for our channel is Lahiri Mahashayas, that who was the first disciple of the Maha Avatar Babaji. His ashram also in there, where he was staying long time, and did his sadhana in the Benares. So, and Benares is an ancient city, and There was in King one king called just I forget the name now. Who was given to his property to all the humanity. After that, he was become a one criminalization center. No, that where is a dead body burning. He was working for that, and
Wow.
he has, yeah, and so that place that is a very very great place,
It's called
and
Varanasi now, right?
yes, yes, yes,
Varanasi. Yeah.
Banaras,
It's for
yeah,
some reason, Swamiji. I feel like I'm connected to there. Like even though I'm from Italian descent, I feel like maybe in a past life or somewhere that I'm connected because I've had dreams of a step well that I feel is the well of Sheshna that's in Benares that they talk about. Patanjali did his Kriya Yoga and had the aphorisms of Patanjali at a sacred well in Benares. I feel like I'm connected to that area. And when you spoke about in your book that you were there and that it's a place of music, I was like, well, maybe that's where my music comes from. And because I was like born with music inside of me. And a lot of your encounters and things that you talked about really touched home with me in your book.
yeah. And Banaras also is a very great university where is a music means that ancient music, classical music in the Banaras is a great place in Banaras. Yeah. And I have lots of experience in there. Also, when I went to, when I went to the Banaras and then I visited to the Kasi Biswanath temple. And after that, I went to beside that Annapurna Mother's temple. So I just visit the Annapurna temple, and after that, I make a round. And my feeling was started coming. I should sit and do meditation. So I was just from far. I was sitting on the corner, and lots of people are coming, visiting, going. But I could see continue to the deities from that day. Though I was too far, people are coming and going. But always I was able to see that deity, and I was meditating. Suddenly I saw my mother is sitting on that place, my biological mother.
Wow.
And then I compare, oh, my mother is so high, I was not aware. And continue, I was looking, and suddenly one song came to my mind inside about the food song, and what is the real food, and what we are thinking the food. And that song was came to my continue came to my mind and chanting inside long time. When it was totally memorized, then suddenly I saw one ladies as white cloth ladies, as my mother used to use the white cloth, and ladies came to me and give five one things, the one betel leaf, one betel nut,
Yeah.
one banana, one rupee coin, and another one something. Five one things was given to my hand. And after that, when I saw the side, nobody is there, means disappeared. And then I was very very enjoying, means it's a great blessings for me from the Annapurna temple. That song was a great song for me, and I used to sing several times that song.
I like that you use your singing and your music for healing and for helping create such a good atmosphere. I know you like to sing as well. And do you feel that using our music and song is a way of sort of like spiritually combating some of the dark horrors that are having on our planet, like with the coronavirus and all of these things? Do you think that our music can help heal that?
Yeah, of course. Music is touching from the heart, and music is very great things if we can make the melody. That melody, every virus or every things has a frequency, and music also has a frequency. So when we can make the frequency from the heart connection, and
Wow.
yes, of course it can help. This is the, and not only the music and our thought. we need to apply our thought and feeling. That's the very, very important. And music will help to expanding that energy. As morning sunrise is coming, then we do the Ogniyatra, that sunrising time. Sunlight is coming to everywhere, but when we do the Ogniyatra, and then exactly at that time we created one electromagnetic field. That sun electromagnetic field connecting to this electromagnetic field, and it gives the boosting power 12 kilometer in the globe, means up and down and all side it can be purified. So similarly, music is a very, very important part, which will be when we are creating from the heart, we are feeling from the heart, and then it will be boosting and it will be helping to all direction. Definitely it can help to the coronavirus also, and to cleansing for that, of course.
Yeah, that's what I've always felt. I mean, the only times I've ever when I feel all bottled up with anger or rage, I grab my guitar and I just let it out. It helps so much, and it feels like it heals. It heals me, and imagine what we could do if we all got together and combated the viruses with our music frequency. I mean, I think that's amazing.
Yes. And music is a great sadhana. Means, what is the Patanjali Yoga Shastra, the Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. And through the music, also, those are real musicians. Those are the real sadhakas. Sangeet is a sadhana. Sadhana means, that is a spiritual practice. And there also has a Kundalini awakening. And there also has a others part of the Samadhi experience through the music. So music is a total, complete sadhana. It can help to any angle.
Yeah, it's true, and that's why I think people like yourself are seemed almost looked at as a threat to certain people. That's why they tried to imprison you. I don't know if people are threatened by uh, alternative healing. They feel certain governments, certain militaries, they feel threatened by people that will don't need medications. They don't need the regular society's programming, and someone like you can change and help change people. And if you want to share with us what even happened to you in Iran is very intense, Swamiji. If you want to share some of that story with us, and I urge everybody out there tonight listening to pick up Autobiography of a Sun-Yogi, and they go way deep into some of his encounters. It's amazing what you encountered when you went to Iran. You were there a few times already, and then
Yeah. I was fourth time there. Yeah.
and it almost seems like that you had some sort of bilocation, or when you were in prison beneath the ground, or some sort of spiritual transformation that kept the guard away from you.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you can share that with us, that would be really amazing.
It was 2014. And it was 2nd July I was reached there, and 3rd July morning workshop was started. And that was my fourth visit. And I started there to go 2011. Every year they invited, and every year I used to go for the teaching to the Sunyoga. And 2013, 3rd July, when course was already running, and the morning time it was rainy. So we could not do at the beginning the sun meditation practice. Then I told, okay, we can start our introduction section, and then after the introduction, and then sunlight will come, and then we'll do the sun meditation.
Yeah.
So our introduction was going on. Means each and everybody was introduced to himself, herself. And I saw there was more than 50 peoples, and those was the so talented peoples. Some peoples was from that engineer, from professor, some economist, country economist, country agriculturist, like that. Very, very valuable peoples was there, and everybody came see that internet, and then they came to there. And suddenly My organizer, one of the organizer came to me and asked, say me, Swamiji, government police are surrounding us. I told, let them come. What we can do? Cannot. We
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Damn.
So what was there? They went up to our building terrace and all the surrounding. It was a little mountain area. Whole village was totally nearly 1,000 police was captured that area. And then after a few minutes, 7, 8 police they came inside, make a sound. Hey, means like that osuras like that. That sound is make and came inside with the uh, camera, means video camera.
Wow.
And they went to all the corner of the room, and so there was no place to anybody go out. And then they started mental torturing, means they are asking lots of questions that they were asking me also, they were asking to others, that they could not, they were not knowing well English or Hindi. So that's why I got the question only few, because they cannot ask me lots of questions. But they were asking to all the student, and 3 hours together they were trying to disturb to anybody. But 3 hours in between they could not disturb to anybody, because they came by knowing. And after that, suddenly they told, we have to arrest you. I told, you show me arrest order, then only you can arrest me. Then they told, we don't want to show you. But if I fight with them, at that time what will happen? They may cut me and throw me, and there is
It might kill you.
Yeah, and so I have to be gentle. I have to obey. So they arrest me, and then I have a faith of the cosmic consciousness and the God. So where is there? God is everywhere. So I am protected everywhere. Select what they want, I have to accept. Then they arrested another 4 our organizer, 2 ladies and 2 gents. One was two was the engineer, one was the professor, and one was the government officer.
Wow. And they're all Iranians, right? They're from Iran.
Yeah, they all 4 was Iranian. And after that, they took us directly to the court. And 2 hours journey, they took us to the court. And when we were in the court, and then I saw that judge was talking with friends. And after we are reaching, the friends was out, and then judge was sitting on just a normal table and the book chair, and there. And the judge was not asking not a single question to us, and writing the judgment. And it was judgment is written by this means Iranian Farsi language, Farsi language.
We're about
It
to go
was
to break
not
too.
Hindi.
Swamiji, hold on right there. I hate to cut you off, but we're about to go to break with the radio station. I can't get out of it. This is the way it works. Just thank you for being patient. We'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We are with the Swamiji UmaSankar of Sun-Yogi. We'll be right back after this break. Stick around inside IRA on the Truth Frequency Radio Network. Be right back. Spiral out.
Censorship and regulation is becoming an ever-growing.
Wherever you are, make it Truth Frequency Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. You're here inside the Eye of Ra, and this is the Truth Frequency Radio Network. Check out ayalife.com. You can find me at themysticalspiral.com. All the music that you hear on this on my radio show is either by myself or my buddy Ricky Rodriguez. So you can also check that out on our YouTube and our website. Our amazing guest tonight is the Sun-Yogi, Swami UmaSankar from India. And you can find him at sunyoga.info. You can also pick up his book on Amazon called Autobiography of a Sun-Yogi. Swamiji, thank you for being patient. I know we got to do these radio breaks because of the radio station. I hate to cut you off, but you were talking about how you went in front of the judge, and he was writing he was giving his sentence or giving his deposition or whatever it's called. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. So then when he has given the judgment and written in the Farsi language, and it was not English, and say to us to do the signature. And then when it came to my hand, then I say, judge, you are my lord, but I'm an international person and I'm not in your law. I have a passport, I have a visa, I passed through the immigration, so I'm the legal person in here. Till I don't know why I am here.
Yeah, don't they ask you? Don't they ask you when you give your visa why you're coming into the country? And you said Sunyoga too, right?
Yes. It was written, and I was I coming from the Sunyoga. My visa also was written. When I was in the Delhi immigration, then also I have written I'm going for the Sunyoga. And
that's
Iran immigration, they were voice record, so that I told I am coming for the Sunyoga there. So that was clear, very clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's very clear.
Yeah. So next what was happened, and then I say you should write down it's a English language, international language, because I'm an international person, and I'm not a blind person. I will just signature without knowing where I'm doing the signature. And then he told to make read English from someone. And when they were translated in English, and same later, I got shocked. First sentence was there. I came Iran for the sex. Can you imagine? And then it was written there $10,000 each person punishment. Means $50,000.
Oh my God.
Punishment. And then I told, my lord, you may judge, but how do you can write anything without proof? You have to be proof. Myself, I came for the sex, and I'm an international person, and I'm also one of the CBI member of India, and so I know the international law. And you cannot be write down without your proof. You have to be proof in front of me. I came for here sex. And then what was happened? That paper has been twisted and destroyed. And then he says you have to go for the investigation. Then we cannot deny. Okay, they took us to for the investigation. And they took 4 hours driving called Sari jail. If you go to the internet, Sari, Sari, Sari prison in Iran, you will see that the jail is an underground jail, and it just only those people are high criminal, and they took it there for killing only. Finish.
Wow.
Mass hanging and kill to the suit, and that's just only that purpose they took to the criminals there. So they took us, all of us.
They were bringing you to the gallows.
Yes.
Wow.
And then put the black cloth in our eye and catch my hand and bring it to the inside the jail and took me to the last door, and then they showed me this is the room last night criminal will be here, and next morning, early morning, will do that hanging for that gate. And I saw that so many the ropes are hanging, those for the hanging, and downstairs there was a wooden plate, and it under there is a hole, means there is oil, big oil, means
Oh,
it go
God.
deep oil, and like that. When I went there, they took me. Suddenly, they shoot one person, and there at that moment, and that floor was open and goes in front of me. And then I was started smiling. I told, if my life is there, nobody can kill me. If my death is there, nobody can protect me. So, and I'm not afraid for that. I'm not afraid for that.
Yeah.
And so after that, what will happen? And then they took me to the back to the one places, means another room, and that room was 10 feet by 10 feet room, and that room was totally outside light was no, there is no window, there was no ventilation, and there was just only two door, and that two door was totally complete block.
I got
And
chills while you're saying this, too. Oh, my God. Whew.
yeah, outside we cannot see anything, and there was a small windows, and that windows are made by means just opening for one for the giving the water or food or like that. And so 3 days later, they took me out inside the jail, took to the for my interview and underground itself. And then they started, they prepare for that. The video camera is there and everything. There was some intellect people also was there. And now they started asking me question. Lots of question was asking, and few question was like that. And you are that. I asked them why I am here. They told you may be in American spy, you may be Israel spy.
Wow.
And when they says me, then I was started little more smiling, and then I told, you are asking me so many questions 3 days. Can I ask you single question? And that recording was going on. Somebody was outside is watching. That was the one Maulavi, means priest of the Islam,
Yeah.
was watching, and he used to give the question, and then they used to ask me. And so their question was then yes. Then I say, this is my fourth visit in Iran. First time I came 2011, and if I have a wrong person, then you will not give me repeatedly my visa. So I am a right person. I coming for the Sunyoga, and it has been written in my pass visa and my everywhere. It's proof. And now you tell me, when I came 2011, your Iran currency was $1 equal to 1,200 to 1,300. And 2012, few months later when I came, Iran currency goes down to the 4,000, $1 equal to 4,000. What you did crime in international level? Why your money suddenly goes down? They cannot answer. They have no answer. Then I told, shall I answer to you? They told yes. Then I told, 2011, 2012, in between, there was one great scientist who has got discovered the one formula. Which formula? Any country will attack to the Iran by the missile, by the atom bomb, by the any kind of things, that will not come to the attack to the Iran. It will go back to that country, and so and that will be protected. So that's a superpower countries. They wants to that scientist head, but honorable president of Iran was protected that person to that scientist for their country. So I am the universal peace lover. Means my goal is universal peace, universal unity, universal brotherhood, and that part I am a researcher. So this Iran country, each country is my country. I do feel it. I do feel because whole universe is one, and Earth is the one. So, and Iran also my family. So I proud of that. By for the money or for the any fear, you didn't sell your head. And so you tell me, I am the spy of America or Israel or other countries. Then they were shocked, and then they were smiling, and then they asked me, "Are you Hindu? 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 Hindu?" I told, "I born in Hindu family. But my for research purpose, I'm not a Hindu, not Muslim, not Christian, not Buddha, not Jaina. I'm a human, and I wrote my own song for the universal peace song. And there is neither Hindu nor Muslim, not Christian. We are only human, heart one." So I
I like
asked
that.
them, I asked them, can I play for you? They told yes. Then I was singing from my heart in that moment, and everybody was clapping, and everybody was very happy for that. And after that, and again another call came from that outside, and that they translate me. If first they says, if we are happy to leave you, so if we leave you, then how do you go to the India? I told, I have a ticket. I don't know now where I am, but just if you say me how I can go to the Tehran, and then I can fly back to the India, I have no objection. Then the next moment that another call came, and they told, if Haji Sahib means Maulavi, means the priest of the Muslim, give you 3 years jail punishment, what is your opinion? Then what can I say? I told, I am your guest. I am a right person. I have a more passport. I have the visa. And immigration. Everything as a legal person, as your guest. Your guest. Where you will keep on, it is your responsibility. Where you will keep on me, I have to obey to you. They will not listen me. So next they catch my hand again and bring it to the inside the jail. So now 3 years jail. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
And then I went inside the jail. Then I started weeping to the Babaji, and I said to the Babaji, Babaji, if people are coming for the social helping, social work and helping to the society, if they are suffering in the jail, then who will come to protect to the humanity? You have to be take off all of us without punishment, because we came to the helping to the society. And you know that up to night 12 o'clock continue at least 10 hours I was just walking inside the jail,
Just
that
pacing.
only 10 feet inside, yeah, and doing the meditation, deeper meditation, and ask praying to the Babaji. And suddenly one thought came to my mind, Babaji, you are very busy person. You have a whole universe, that mother planet, Earth planet. You are taking care. So, but I have no choice. I have tried to call to the India embassy, Indian people to, but they didn't give me chance to the call also. So only way we have to give report to the India embassy. India embassy only can protect to us. And how do I can give to the report to the India embassy? If you give me a physical body to the cosmic form converted, then I can go and I can give to the message to India embassy and come back. But I don't know that idea. So you have to do anyhow. I don't know how do you will do, but you have to do. I give, and I was doing the walking meditation. Night 12 o'clock, as somebody stand in front of me, good enough. Now is go to the lie down. And then I comes to know is Babaji's message. And then I was lie down. Then I was lost myself. Early morning 4:30, I came back. And then 4:30, I comes to know that a helicopter is landing, and I visualizing that the helicopter, through the helicopter, that India ambassador is landing. And then I give message to all my peoples, all the four peoples, by the cosmic way. Don't worry, that ambassador has come. And then I came to I was in my room, and then morning 8:30, that India first chief secretary of India embassy of Tehran came in my door and saw his face from that 1 feet window. And when I saw him, I shocked. I know him, but this is I'm looking him first time. And he says, how do he could be in the jail? That was his word. How do he could be in the jail? And then I asked him, and please release us. I have to go to India, and that I need to be released to all of our 5 people. And then ambassador says, Samiji, I have came very early morning, and I started the legal processing, and I promising to you, I will take off you by legal way. They brought you illegal way. But I promising to you, I'll bring you the legal way. And here, that our jailer means jail head, he also happy to your behavior, and you have a lot of patience. Please give me little more time, and I promise to you I will bring it out. I was relaxed, and then he started work again. And 2 o'clock, 2:30, he again called me for interview. And then he was asking me, Samiji, what they claim for you on all of your group? Already I given all the answer. Only one thing I could not answer. They put it, Sunyoga is medicine. And I cannot show them to prove them Sunyoga is a medicine. I told, yes, Sunyoga is a medicine. It's our Veda, Upanishad, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and our scriptures very clearly mention that. And we have a practical experience. Blood cancer patient also, our last stage blood cancer patient also, we got cured through the sun meditation. Lungs cancer, liver cancer, AIDS, so many critical diseases also we could cure through the sun meditation. We have a medical report, but that is in India, not in here. And I came here not for medicine, I came here for meditation, to teach the meditation. They invited me to teaching the meditation. Then he told, oh, now I got through all 100%. So we are sure and will come. Bring it. And next, that there was a severe, some people, they were asking to him, we didn't inform you. How do you know he is in the jail? Then he started smiling. He told, I am the proving person. He was with me in the India embassy, and we came through same helicopter together. Can you imagine? Means Babaji was make me cosmic form to go to the India embassy, talk to him. That was through the frequency. And then we came together in the helicopter. And when helicopter was just going to landing, then I left the helicopter and came to my room inside and came to my body. So that was the next day. We got as a VIP guest, we got released from the jail. And till now, in that jail has been written that me one night I was not in the jail. And it has been proved, and there is a Babaji's the divine energy, how it can help on that situation. So any kind of situation can we help our spiritual awareness. I can tell you one. Once few days ago, one message came and one video was came. It was in from America. One criminal was in the jail, and his punishment was hanging. So hanged means he was did something wrong, and suppose tomorrow morning will be his punishment, hanging punishment. Then the scientist group, they reach with the permission of government to test him, and then scientist group when reach there, and then they told to him, we came here to you did it wrong, so that's why your punishment is hanging. So and we will put you to the will not wait for tomorrow, and will kill you by biting the snake, king cobra. And they saw one instrumental king cobra, not in the real king cobra, means the artificial, and making sound. And he was too much afraid. And then they catch him and put him to the chair and tied him by the rope and hand and leg, everything, and put on the black cloth in his eye, and put two needle and that in his leg, and that was the totally protected needle. And within 2 minutes, that person was died. And then next day, when their postmortem was there, his brain, they found that the king cobra's poison is there. Means our thought is created, brain is created king cobra's poison. So similarly, if we have create the positive thought, coronavirus or any kind of disease, any kind of cancers, disease, is whole universe, we are connected. So universe is protecting us. So we are the part of the universe. So that coronavirus or others in disease is the very low frequency of cosmic frequency. So why should I have prayed? And we can trust ourselves. We are connected to the universe. I can show to anybody else 100% we can protect. If somebody can protect the poison in their brain just thinking, then why not we can protect the medicine through our thinking?
Yeah. Wow.
And so that was the great experience of Iran, Excel. And then after I got relief, and next day, when we came to the as a VIP guest, and they give us the very good quality car, 4 officer, our escort, and they took us to the again back to the court to do the signature. Just we did signature, then we free. Nothing was happened, no punishment, nothing. Even our nobody's passport was got the stamp. So our passport was also protected. It is the Babaji's great will, great will.
Wow.
And
Yeah. You haven't gone back, have you?
yeah.
Have you gone back there?
No, they were asking me, "Are you want to come back?" I told, "Wait, you will be invite me, then I'll come back." But still, that those organizers, they cannot, because they will be again pressure. If country they were inviting me, of course I will go. I have no fear.
Yeah. I wouldn't go. I would never go back there if I was you. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. But your spiritual faith and your ability, that's an amazing story. And I like how you stayed like a spiritual warrior, the whole time. And I really appreciate that. We have like a break in about a minute, but I want you to start talking about your World Peace Conference. And is this the first time? When we come back from break, you can go more into it. But when did you first have your first World Peace Conference? Have you done this before?
1980, 98 means 1998. We were started the Universal Peace Conference. This is the 20th Universal Peace Conference. In between 2 years, we were given the gap, because I went to the retreat. For that, 2 years was getting the gap, and others every year we are doing.
Well, when we come back for break, we're going to talk about that because I want to even, have you mention that you can, if people come to your conference and spend time with you, you can show them how they can heal themselves, right? You teach these things through Sun Yoga
Yeah.
and different. So I really want to get into that. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. The man that we're listening to is UmaSankar Swami Ji. He is from India and his name is the Sun-Yogi. You can find him at sunyoga.info and you can find his book, Autobiography of a Yogi, at Amazon. We'll be back right after this break. Everybody, don't go anywhere. You are here on the Truth Frequency Radio Network. It is set. We'll be right back after this. And Spiral out.
Real people, real radio.
Initiating the truth frequency.
This is Truth Frequency Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Rock Castaldo, and you are here on the Truth Frequency Radio Network. It's Saturday night here. It's February 22nd, 2020, and we have an amazing guest here tonight. Joining us is UmaSankar the Sun-Yogi. If you're just joining us tonight, if you just got here, it's definitely got to check the archive after the show and catch the whole episode. Swami Ji you could find at sunyoga.info, and you can also pick his book up on Amazon, Autobiography of a Sun-Yogi. And it's a really amazing experience you had, Swami Ji, in Iran, and how you stayed really true. And I really want to talk about your World Peace Conference as well, and maybe we can get into afterwards about the 29 chakras and the black hole and your experience with Babaji and how he relayed this information to you, because I think that's very important for people to understand that we have connections outside of our own body going all the way to the black hole. And I do truly believe you when you talk about this. I feel it. When you
Yes.
the World Peace Conference. First of all, let's tell everybody how they can be able to go to where it is. What takes place there. How you can heal people through Sun Yoga and through music. Let's get a little bit into your conference and talk about it, so people out there that want to find you and meet up with you can.
Yeah, everybody is welcome, heartily welcome for that our Universal Peace Conference. And it is Siridi, the Siridi near the Bombay. Had Siridi also airport is there, and so it is Siridi Sai Baba is a very very famous saint, and who was the very close to the Mahavatar Babaji too. And so that place, it will be Universal Peace Conference, 20th Universal Peace Conference, and I will send you the link, and everybody is welcome.
It's Universal Peace
Conference.
Right?
Our goal is Universal Peace Conference, and so that 20th Universal Peace Conference will be this time, and our goal is universal peace, universal unity, and universal brotherhood. So we not only will give the Sanyogas practice also, but this goal, conference goal is not to spread Sanyogas. Our spread is the peace. So we are invited all kinds of practitioners. They can share their experience, all kinds of religious peoples, Then we are giving the topics to how to bring the all religions oneness and bring the peace in the society. We are inviting to the economist that economy also money is not wrong. How do we can proper utilize the money, and money also can give us the mental peace and our health. We used to very important in the health, so we put on their health also one option, the health, how it can be the sustainable, peaceful, healthy life, and that by the medicine through the meditation, and different field peoples are joining the doctors and scientists. We give the some topics of the science, technology, yoga, how it can bring to the universal peace and the society peace, individual peace. So and there will be lots of interesting things, means our education, how modern education and ancient education, if we make combined, then how do it can bring the sustainable education and peace. So this type of topics, and we give the opportunity, and we give them satsang and our experience hearing, and music also in evening every day we keep on the music for after the conference completed. And so 1 hour, 1.5 hours music we keep on every day. So all are the welcome and for that conference, and we can give you link, and Axel will help that. We'll send the link, and then you are all are welcome.
Thank you. That I'll definitely will share that with everybody. I do believe that I have to meet up with you one day as well, and maybe I could come to one of these conferences because I feel drawn to that culture as well my whole life. And you've used your not just your sun yoga, but your spiritual belief system and your practice to even battle black magic. You've encountered black magic at temples before, haven't you?
Yeah. That was a very interesting things. When I went to the Assam, I was working on the Assam, and there is a one temple called the Black Magic Temple that called the everybody we know as Assam as what is the name of the temple? And eh? uh, just I now forget that name, but I went to that temple, and then I was 3 days I was searching where is that black magic peoples and how they are. And Kamrup Kamaksha, that temple name is Kamaksha temple. And after that, I met one saint in there. Then I was asking, I'm searching for that. That saint was asking, told me, this is not the right place. This is from here, some distance. We have to cross the river 12 kilometers. Then we can reach there. And but they will take you to the night time, and by catching, covering your cloth, tying to your eye, and then they will take you. Then I told, okay, that is no problem. But can I go by walk? Then he told, yes, this is the little 100 kilometers you have to walk, then you can reach. I choose the walking path. And I reached there in that village. And when I was sitting on that room, and one lady, nearly 45 or 50 years old, she came in front of me and sit. And suddenly she asked me, my right knee is getting pain. Can you do acupressure for me? I was never say to anybody I know that. How do she knows?
Oh,
Okay, I started giving to the minimum point one first. The blood circulation in the leg. So I was touching her feet, and I was started pressing, and I was listening to her. And when I was going to touch to her feet, and that point, she was talking too much pain. I was give the less pressure. Still, she was talking the too much pain. 10 minutes passed. Still, she was talking the too much pain. And then I have to know really where she has pain. So I was going to touch, press, but I was purposefully not touching. 3 times. Again, she was talking the too much pain. Then I comes to know pain is not her knee. Then I say, mother, tell me, where you have a real pain? Then she started take off her clothes, and then at beginning I was not watching her face, because she is one ladies, the Indian culture, we respect to the ladies as mother,
Yeah.
and so that's why I was not looking to her face, and I was just putting down my head and I was doing. And when she started take off her clothes, then she is not a mother. She is different. So that's why I took up my face up. And now when I saw her face, I got shocked because her face was a total lion face. Big teeth came out and tongue came out. It was a bloody and eye, big lion eye. Here was a lion here. And body was the human body, but face was the lion face.
Wow.
Then at beginning, I was little afraid. And then I comes to know, before I comes to know from their family, one person went to America for that through the black magic and make the lion himself and ate the goat, alive goat, you know. Then I comes to know that. And then I felt, oh, God is great. God has given me good opportunity to test myself. Yoga is greater or black magic is greater. Means siddhi. This is one kind of siddhi.
Siddhi,
Is
yeah.
greater. Yeah. Then I started watching her third eye through my third eye focusing. So I got connected through my inner light to her third eye. I just put on my light on her third eye. And I was touching to her feet. So I was sending my energy through third eye and pulling back through leg. Means whole body I was passing through my energy. And at that time I was expecting maybe she will be higher energy, higher form. Then I will be develop my spiritual form higher. But only small point of light was enough for her. She stopped. She could not grow. She could not come down. And half an hour it was going on. Then suddenly her child came there, and he was at beginning he was so happy. He was thinking there was no sound, so mother has been captured to me or something. But my face was smiling face. His mother face was dry. So he told, mother, what are you doing? Mother, what are you doing? Mother, what are you doing? 3 times he called from the backside, and then mother face was totally started changing from lion face to the human face. That I have seen. And this is the law, way that the black magics is like that, now that some underground that black magics are all over the world is going on. They are try to showing their power, and there is one simple technique is there. If some black magicians are there, if you are a strong man or woman, just call from the backside their name 3 times, and then they lose their power. And it can be lose their permanently also sometimes. But if you call from the front side, then the power will be increased. So we have to call from the backside. And next 3 more days I was traveling on that whole night. I was traveling on that dangerous area because I want to know how much danger could come. And so next to what has happened, then I got research how they build that power. There is a 41 days one sadhana, means practice. That 41 days they cannot blink single time their eye. Means eye has to be continue open 41 days. Their food will be 2 teaspoon honey and 2 tulsi leaf. That tulsi leaf, the tulsi in Indian, tulsi. What is the English? Basil. Basil leaf.
Basil.
Basil leaf. Yeah. So, and water they can drink, but no food. This is the 24 hours food each day.
Wow.
And they will be hard working because another they will get sleep or something. And night 12 o'clock, they will go to they give to this power to the ladies mostly, not to the gents. And that ladies will go to the forest and totally naked, means no cloth in the body, and sit under the tree and doing the meditation whole night. And they will be started thinking the two snake is coming out from the navel, and two snake is coming out from the navel and tightening the whole body. And then they two snake mouth will be together and hit from the backside to the front in the Agna chakras, means center of the eyebrow, where we used to say Agna chakras. And
Are they like
then they will
are they like Naga priestesses?
yeah. You know, actually, what is that? Actually, Kullo Kundalini awakening from the navel, the two snakes are coming, Ida and Pingla. Could you understood? Ida channel and Pingla channel is an energy form. They are thinking there is a snake because they are disturbing. Ida is a disturbing, tempting to our emotion, and Pingla is tempting to our intellect.
Yeah.
And they cannot be balanced never. And their center chakras is called the Susumna. And Susumna is the center, and which is the moving through the spinal cord. And ladies become a naked, means how much they could be become a sexy. Can you imagine? When ladies are become a clothless and they cannot be control themselves. And that level of consciousness, they control themselves, means they are how control their sex. They applying to the controlling the sex emotion 100% and building that kundalini awakening through the navel. The two snakes are coming, means kundalini awakening, and hitting to the Agna chakras, means third eye opening. And that our 29 chakras we are explaining. When we are our meditation will be deeper, then anahata chakras first will be started awakening, then it will be connecting to the Visuddhi chakras and Manipur chakras, and then it will be connecting to the Agna chakras and Swadhisthana chakras. At that time it will come to this siddhis, means that magical siddhis. And already yogis has all siddhis, but they will not misuse the siddhis. If I don't have a siddhis, then how do I could control to heart? And but it will be not misusing, because we know that if we misusing, then cosmic energy we are misusing, it will be disturbed to the cosmos, and it will disturb to my life also. It cannot be go higher progress. So that was a very great experience of me. And it was in uh, Assam district, and that magical city's place.
Yeah, that's amazing, and it's almost like you tested yourself spiritually. Okay, let's see what their black magic is like. Like walked into it as like a spiritual war, sort of.
Yes.
So we have about 9 minutes left. I would, if you don't mind, Swamiji, in the last 9 minutes, can you explain to people what you talk about when you mention 29 chakras, and how Babaji relate to you? If people aren't familiar out there, if those of you listening out there, if you're not familiar with the term Babaji, I first was introduced to it in Yogananda's book. He's an immortal being that Swamiji talked about him in our last show. Guys, check it out if you haven't listened to it. It's in the archives. But while you were in the Himalayas, Swamiji, Babaji came to you and he relayed to you about our chakra system and being all the way connected to the black hole. Can you explain that a little bit in the last 8 minutes that we have?
Yeah, with shortcut I can explain a little bit, because this is a long way, then you can understand better. It was 2008, month of December, and I was doing the walking meditation. I cleaned the snow, and it was a big, that as a tunnel inside the snow. I was just doing the walking meditation. That was the second year Babaji came, and light was coming from the left, and sunlight, and went to the mountain base and stop vibrating. And then Babaji was appeared from Anahata chakras to above, and he was looking me as mother used to look the child. And eye movement, face movement, and everything was very, very light. And he was become a child. Means face was become a childish face. And then suddenly my body was started enlarging. At beginning, it was when I was walking, then I could not feel my feet is touching to the Mother Earth. And then I got shocked. I could see my feet is touching to the earth, but I could not feel. Then where I am walking? Then suddenly Babaji appeared. Then I comes to know, oh, Babaji will make me understanding. Actually, where we are walking or make our building, we are living, that is the crust layer of the Mother Earth. It is not the Mother Earth. It is the just junction of the atmosphere and Mother Earth in between. And then suddenly my body was started enlarging and going up and down, up and down. Then one by one, 29 chakras I cross. First, 7 chakras in our body. Muladhara chakras, Swadhisthana chakras, Manipur, Anahata, Visuddhi, Agga, Sahasrara. And crust layer is a +4 and -4. Means if Anahata chakras we make it 0, then Visuddhi chakra is +1 and Manipur chakra is -1. Similarly, Agna chakras is +2 and Swadhisthana chakras is -2. And Sahasrara chakras is +3 and Muladhara chakras is -3. Because plus means which is connecting to the cosmic consciousness, and minus means which is blocking to this, protecting to the cosmic consciousness to not to be connecting. Means to the materialistic world. That's why it called the minus. So +4 and -4 is the above, the +4 is above the Sahasrara chakras, -4 is the below the Muladhara chakras, which is the curse layer inside, that is our dhyana stage. So +4 is called the dhyanas chakras, dhyan chakras, and then rodhak chakras is -4, means blocking. That's called rodhak. And that time we attend the dhyanas level, we are forgotten where we are. Our awareness will be totally in atomic awareness. Atom is existing but not visible. Similarly, we are existing but not visible. Means we are in the dhyana stage, deep dhyana stage. Where we are, how we are not knowing. But doctor will check the pulse and then pulse is working. Means we are here. So this is the stage, is dhyana stage. Next, when our awareness is going up, then we are connecting +5 and -5, which is the first layer of the atmosphere is called troposphere layer, and first layer of the Mother Earth. As atmosphere has 7 layers, Mother Earth inside also has 7 layers. That's why Indian scripture used to say 14 bhuvan, means 14 level of the earth. And 7 layer is called the heaven and 7 layer called the hell. Means in Indian philosophy is to say. So 7 layer of the atmosphere is called the heaven, because which is bringing us to getting connection with the cosmic consciousness, and underground the 7 layers, and that is called the 7 hell, because they are pulling down very forcefully, pulling down. So first layer of the atmosphere and first layer of the Mother Earth, when we got connection, that is the Samadhi chakras. Samadhi and chakras. That time we added the Samadhi. Means that time our awareness will be the photon awareness. So our body pulse also cannot be visible, though we are not tired. It's just we are expanded our awareness from the physical awareness to the photon awareness. And next, when our awareness is increasing, then it is connecting to the +7, +6 and -6, and which is Jivan Mukta chakras and Jivan Mukta Rodhak chakras. So yeah, Jivan, sorry, that is the Amrit chakras and Amrit Rodhak chakras. Can you open? And +6 is Amrit chakras, and Amrit means that time our tongue will go off, and
Whoa.
we can receive the some liquid from the brain. It will slowly rolling down, coming down. But when we are expecting it to stop and go back, But if we allow, then it will come to mouth, and then we will be conqueror of hunger. So we need not to take the food also, because that is the real food. So that is the conquer of hunger stage. And next, when we are coming to the +7 and -7, and then it is called the Jivan Mukta chakras. So that time we need not to drink water also. We can receive water directly from the cosmos. And so that's why this is the conquer of thrust. Then +8 and -8 means connecting to the mesosphere, thermosphere layer, and fourth layer of the Mother Earth. So +5, -5 is the first layer of the Mother Earth and first layer of the atmosphere. +6 is the second layer of the Mother Earth and second layer of the stratosphere layer, means second layer of the atmosphere. +7, -7 is the mesosphere layer and third layer of the Mother Earth. And +8 and -8 is thermosphere layer and fourth layer of the Mother Earth will get connection. Thermosphere means where is the all the temperature is existing, extreme below temperature to extreme high temperature. So when our awareness is passing through that, no virus, no disease can be existing. So that's why this is the conquer of diseases. Then +9 and -9, when we'll get connection to the ionosphere layer and fifth layer of the Mother Earth, it's called the Paramhansa chakras, means the great swan, means become a child. Always will become a feel as a child. Then when we'll get connection +10 and -10, Chaitanya chakras. Chaitanya means awareness, cosmic consciousness chakras. And that time we'll get connection electro-ionosphere layer and sixth layer of the Mother Earth. And then +11 and -11, Amar chakras, means we'll get the physical immortality stage. That time we'll get the connection, the ozonosphere layer and central layer of the Mother Earth, means total globe we got connection through our awareness. So globe resistance cannot block to our cosmic awareness. So that's why we got the physical immortality stage. As long as we want, we can stay. Then +12 and -12, when we get connection sun and moon, then we'll become a
We only got a few
planetary system.
seconds left. Sorry. We only have a few seconds left. Swami. Maybe if you will come back on in another couple months, we can finish it. But thank you for spending time with us. It's very special for me to have you on. It's my honor to have you on. Everybody, sunyoga.info. Check out Swami to get his book, Universal Peace Conference. Thank you for joining us. Spiral out. Thank you for coming on, my friend.